Here I am, fighting the entire server for 3 hours straight, in hopes of winning a wish. But is it even worth it? I betrayed my friends, overcome one-shot weapons, gotten deals from the devil, and sacrificed everything, just for a chance at getting this wish. Well, let's find out by jumping back to where it all started on the first day, before I even knew wishes existed. Each day on this SMP has its own unique event. For day 1, everything dropped double what it normally does, and this includes player placed blocks. Think of it as duplication. Right away, I ran across a river and managed to grab what turned out to be the only naturally generating sugarcane on the server. My plan was to max out diamond tools and armor, and figure out how 139% of viewers aren't subscribed. I found a deep dark and mined the skulk for XP. At one point, I ran out of skulk, so I just started duping it with a silk touch hoe. I was planning on mining for netherite, but Corbo just gave me 10 netherite ingots. That makes things easier. I started construction on a secret base, and at the end of day 1, I had fully maxed netherite armor, weapons, and tools. I also duped a stack of each valuable block, including tons of gold and emeralds. Today's event was announced to be Christmas? But instead of Santa giving us gifts, we need to grab them from Santa's body. We need to kill Santa. In preparation, I touched up on my base and finished maxing my gear. Some of the Santa appearances happened while I was offline, so I found out that 2 people from J Nation, Jafe and Sprillet, won grass blocks. Wooden swords with like sharpness 100 that one-shot everything. I only managed to tank a hit from one because I was at spawn and had resistance 2. Even with a 40% damage reduction, it still dealt 9 hearts of damage. I wasn't too worried about it because I was allying with J Nation. That is, until Sprillet started using hers to kill me. I did, however, manage to grab a hold of all of Sprillet's items, but I gave back everything except her trident, which I kept because she killed me. In fact, my only deaths on the entire server were caused because of her. Using the trident, I managed to kill Santa once and get this piece of raw beef with just a little bit of knockback on it. I'll briefly go over day 3 since it wasn't that eventful. The twist for the day was the world border expansion to 750 by 750 blocks. I traded a max netherite sword and 2 stacks of blaze rods for 2 totems. Really good deal for me. The grass block one-hit obliterators were nerfed to only have 5 uses instead of their default 60. And lastly, I participated in a raid and got 2 totems from it. I had 4 totems at the start of day 4. On day 4, I didn't do much except trading some more, so I'll skip over it. The event for it was pretty fun though. Everybody got a random positive effect. Mine was Regeneration 3. Today was announced to be a 24-hour long Capture the Flag. Whoever has the flag at the end of the day gets a wish. The instant this was announced, I knew I had to win it. My only real threats at this point are members of J Nation, specifically Jafe and Sprillet. I'm the strongest fighter on the server, but they both have one-hit kill weapons, rightfully named grass blocks. Jafe has 3 of them for a total of 15 instant kills, while Sprillet has 1 as well, but only has 4 uses on it. Before they were nerfed, they had the durability of a freshly crafted wooden sword. 60. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, this was a bad idea. Now that I had the flag, all I needed was to hold on to it for the next 24 hours while the entire server tries to kill me. Yeah, that's easy. Well, to be clear, not the entire server. I saw a Rothdick working by the dock and chatted with him for like 10 minutes while nobody found us somehow. This is maybe a 20-second walk from spawn, and I have glowing. Dude, imagine how awesome that'd be if I kept the flag the entire event.
All the items that were given out from that fundamentally break the game. Like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
No stealing, yeah, that thing.
Best way of counteracting it would be like a massive group of people. You know what would be funny? I'm just gonna go back to spawn.
You're allied with Corvo and them, alright?
I'm kind of allied with everyone.
Well, that can't, well then maybe that's why no one's fighting you, right? Nappa, did you ally with too many people?
Nah, Car was trying to kill me.
You both were doing the Turtle Master stuff. I saw it. I was just kind of like laughing. I accidentally broke one of the eggs. Like it was actually an accident. I was
Okay, that went surprisingly well. Don't. horse is this? I was running out of potions and fast. At this point, I've been running and fighting for about an hour now and exhausted all of my strength, fire resistance, and speed potions on my inventory, which are the exact potions I need to be able to fight 3 people. I need to get away for long enough to grab resources from my base. Now that I was at my base, I restocked and didn't grab any Turtle Master potions. Even though they give me an 80% damage reduction, they make me so much worse at combat. This, however, makes me more vulnerable to the one-hit swords, the grass blocks. Luckily, I only had to worry about Sprout's 4 uses left. I didn't expect her to use it unless I wasn't wearing a totem, which I always was wearing, and I also gaslit them into thinking I had about a shulker box full of totems, when I really only had 4. While I was hiding in the ancient city, I uploaded the updated data pack Dispense Diamond made, which added /trigger flag, which shows the current coordinates and dimension of the flag holder. This is where the fun begins. No hiding by the docks anymore. I can run, but they will always catch right back up. If I could wear them down by expending their resources and tiring them out, I might have a chance. Oh, that's my exact chords!
Yeah, but isn't the point to give us your chords?
Yes. Okay, it is a bit unfair that I have off because I can see when people trigger flag. What are you guys talking about?
You.
Me? Why are you talking about me?
Roboku is.
Nappa, there's a cheat code to instantly win the event. It's all
Yeah, I'm in
default.
love with you, Nappa, okay? I'm pouring my heart out to you.
I'm 19.
Oh, I guess it was never meant to be.
Skill issue.
Somebody play the cricket chirp sound effect. Please, I beg you, break the silence. Nobody? No takers? Okay, whatever. That's all part of this.
Nappa, demotion rate! Demotion rate! Demotion rate! Oh no.
You need to hit it for it to work.
If you get by, you have to, you have to.
That's the rules!
That's just... I don't make the rules, I just come up with them.
Come here, come here.
I escaped the ancient city by digging up, but I encountered some resistance on the way.
He played a pull a fast one on me. Pull the fast one on me.
Oh no, he doesn't know.
Let's go, Brian!
He's
Main characters!
He's working!
Main characters!
Unsubscribe right now. Stop watching this video.
Alright, Brian, you're dead now.
So I'm gonna spawn a raid and then gather up a bunch of Vindicators and put them in a little pit. And Neva's gonna slip and fall on a banana peel. Go straight to the pit. Whatever Slender comes up with the rules.
Sorry.
Whoa.
There's a
Well,
fucking
that's a-
pre-built tunnel!
That's my
Dude,
tunnel.
scheming!
I built that. I built that.
Oh, okay,
There.
never mind.
Dude, I don't know how you found that. I was using that to steal greenlit sheep, dude.
I ran out of potions again. I had no choice but to go back to my base, revealing it to the server. All my items would be ransacked, but if I could pull it off and win this event, it might all be worth it, right? I'd sacrifice everything to win, but it's worth it, right? Only if I win. I've been running for so long. I'm so tired. I can't stop running, but I guess this is what I signed up for. I just need to keep going for a bit longer. I've already come this far. What's another few hours? I can always fend off boredom by killing my enemies. Do I even have it in me to win any more fights though? I'm so tired. Oh, who am I kidding? I've won bigger battles than this, and I can still do it now. All I need is to keep fighting. My home, once hidden from the world and beautiful, now a flooded place looked to be abandoned years ago. And to think this is the base of the strongest server member. I can't let them do this to me. I have to get back at them. I must get back at them. Otherwise, everything I've done, it'd all be for nothing. I can't let that happen.
Welcome to J Nation, Napa. Enjoy your
Trying to find
stay.
his way in.
Enjoy your stay.
Hey, honestly, I'd
You wanna
like
chill
to
out at the
peacefully
table?
go to J Nation.
Let's go.
No fighting.
Hey, buddy. Thank you. Thank you.
I wouldn't attack.
Thank you.
Hi, Slender. You wanna have a seat? We're having dinner. You got.
No,
Hey,
I
man,
can't
I'm
hear you.
just
What
here.
was it for?
I'm
These
just
What was
citizens.
your
here.
reason to
The
complain again?
citizens.
Oh
Okay.
god!
Whoa,
No.
Bell!
Stop it right now.
After the slaughter at the J Nation dinner party, the fighting subsided and I was finally able to catch my breath. All this fighting hadn't been for nothing. I tired them out. And now that I was free, I went back to the spot Dorable said I was above him. Why would somebody be underground at a corner of the world border? I'm thinking there's a secret base. Oh, was I right? All these items are mine! This shulker box makes carrying around resources a ton easier. I'd effectively just gotten a backpack and another set of armor? Wait, are these barrier blocks? Since Sprillet was the only person from the Santa event to win barrier blocks, I knew this was a secret base of hers. But why would you waste barrier blocks on a floor? At this point, I've been playing for about 6 hours straight with no breaks. I was getting bored, so I logged off to see what the flag looks like when dropped. But when I logged back on, Sprillet had stolen it, and I wanted it back. So here's the issue. This would be a super easy prison to break into if it wasn't a paper server. You see, paper automatically patches unbreakable block exploits, so I can't use the standard bedrock breaker used in void traps. pearl glitching through floors isn't possible, and I couldn't use explosives to kill Sprillet. I was beginning to think that everything I've done up until now was for nothing. All those hours I spent fighting and running just to be a block away from victory. Was this really how it ends? I pondered this question as I logged off for the night. I had trouble falling asleep because I just couldn't think of any way of getting in. Maybe this really was my downfall, and all I could do to stop it was nothing. I could only sit back and watch as Sprillet wins, but when I logged on, I saw something unexpected. Jeff had the flag. I asked him how he broke through the bedrock, and this is what he had to say. And before I see any comments saying how I could have just killed him right there, you're right, I absolutely could have killed him with one crystal, but he has 3 unused grass blocks that could have one-shot me 15 times over. The event also wasn't over for another like 5 hours, so I just let him have it so I could be free to do whatever.
I put the minecart under these 2 bedrock here, and I blocked this hole because if I didn't, when I got out the minecart, it would put me there. But when I blocked it, when I got out, it put me here.
We could
instead.
meet up at an outpost before sunlight.
So then I got water, I swam over here, picked up the water, and you see that
the
tiny
closest one
hole
from
at
here
the
is
bottom?
probably
The very bottom? I put the minecart there,
Merrick.
and then used wood and blocked up these holes. And when I got out the minecart, I teleported straight in the room with Bill.
So we can
How'd
meet
you
there.
get out?
I put a ladder, I pearled, and it put me out where the minecart was. So I just retraced my
Pearl
steps
through
and
the
used this
bedrock.
ladder.
He essentially used minecarts in a clever way to dismount into unblocked sections under the barriers and finally get into the cell with Sprillet, and then retraced his steps to get out. I then left to go gather some gas tiers to make end crystals, just in case I needed to one-shot somebody or a group of people. I left the nether once I had about 32 gas tiers to go do a raid with Corvo. It's never a bad thing to have more totems, especially when you can be killed instantly. And then the most unexpected thing of this entire server happened. Jeff gave me a grass block. Oh my god!
It feels wrong to have it.
Apparently, he somehow got Sprillet to give him the strongest weapon on the server. This man just has a way with words. This is when I realized that if we're gonna win, we're doing it together. Jeff and I have a history of working together. In fact, we worked together in a past Capture the Flag to completely decimate the opposing team in PvP. I also trained him in Axe PvP about a 1.5 years ago, back when I didn't even know how to stun. Together, we formed a ridiculously strong team. Despite that,
Shoot.
we
I'm
still
about to
weren't
die.
resilient to fall damage.
Oh,
Uh-oh,
that's not good.
I've got it.
We need to start. We just need to start the fight, like, and then it'll keep going.
I was expecting the floodgates of hell to just break
Yeah,
the
to
rail.
just open as ASAP.
At this time, I got a DM from, wait, Satan? If I betray Jeff, I get an extra wish. I'd need to kill him and keep Jeff from being a part of my wishes. So I essentially have to betray Jeff's trust in return for 2 godly items. He gives me an hour to decide, so I use all of that time. I wondered if there was any way to outsmart the deal, as I left Satan on red. That is still so far to go.
What a boring end
going?
POV. Come down and fight, you coward.
I did it for 3 hours, I can do it for 10 minutes. Let's go. Against all odds, I'd done it. I'd won. Despite the constant onslaught of players, I pulled through. Before I could claim my wishes, there was still one more thing I had to do. I'm sorry, Jeff. Accepted. Just accept it. They'll make it easier.
I already been getting screwed over from the start.
Oh,
This ain't nothing.
Even though I did take the deal and betrayed Jeff in the end, I spent that hour thinking, and I realized there was a gray area in the deal. I left Jeff out of the wishes, that's true, but nothing said I couldn't wish for like 10 of each item and just give him one of each. Learn to be a smartass, kids. It lets you outsmart Satan.
What are you gonna wish for?
First one is 10 unbreakable elytras with the stats of a prot 4 netherite chest plate. The second is 10 unbreakable tridents with sharpness 5 and probably
Why do you
riptide
need
5.
10? I'm so why do you need 10?
Corbo asked me a good question there. Why did I get 10 elytras and 10 tridents? If I was only gonna give one to Jeff, I should have just wished for 2 of each. Well, what good is having non-competitive fun items if nobody else gets to join in? So I handed them out to everybody online. Corbo, do you want a trident or an elytra?
Elytra.
Wait.
Okay, you get both.
Wait, hold on. The deal with the devil was not to share the loot with Jeff.
The deal was that I didn't include Jeff in the deal. It was never that I couldn't give Jeff items after.
Alright, everyone meet on top of the blimp.
This is so fun.
This is awesome, dude.
That is
This
incredible.
is so cool.
On the count of 3, we jump. Ready?
Please do.
2,
Roll like a will.
3.
Oh, I didn't know that's what you meant.
That's awesome.
Under the bridge.
This is so cool.
I've never
everyone
had
under.
as much fun with an elytra before.
Yeah,
Honestly.
this is awesome.
Thus ends the story of how I obtained not just 1, but 2 wishes in Minecraft. My quest is complete.